3, 2, 1, hoo hoo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hee 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 hee, beep beep beep, dee 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 dee, ba 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 da ba. Hello and welcome to the Retro Show. It's GameHammer Live Game Coding. I can't sing. I don't know why I try. I just can't. It's like one of those things. Some people can sing. I can't. Welcome, watchers of confusion, to the Castle of Illusion. I'm not Treguard. I don't even play Treguard on TV. But here we are. Tee-hee-hee. Let's see who's in the chat. We have St. Martin the First, who says, "Do not delete." Fair enough. And he's ordered a new pair of items for Tomb Raider. Some Simgot EM6L. I'm assuming that's a set of head... Martin, what is it with you in headphones? I remember there was this obsession you had for like months with different headphones. I thought you found your perfect pair. But perhaps not. Then, of course, we also have Sir Patrick Furlong and Melody the Cat. And Patrick says, delete, delete, delete. Which of course means that Sir Patrick has been watching modern Doctor Who with the Cyberman. Delete, delete. We also have the mighty, mighty Space Chicken, who says, I can't sign either. It's never stopped me. I tried signing once. I made the sign above my parents' house. Yes, their house has a name, so I painted the name onto some glass. And then a bunch of drunk dickheads who didn't like me because I was gay threw a can of beer through the sign. Now it's not a sign anymore. Now it's another piece of tempered glass. This is a true story. I grew up in a village. Anyone who grew up in a village knows what I'm talking about. If you're different, you must therefore be removed. That's how it works. That's how villages work. And it's just one of those things. It's a wonder I survived. That's not even a joke. It is a wonder I survived. So who else is here? We have Retro Rambles, who says, early tonight. Yes, by 2 minutes. 2. Count them. I bet you won't. Patrick says, I thought I was Lord Treguard. Of course, I thought I was Lord Treguard because I was doing the nightmare thing. Welcome, watchers of illusion, to the Castle of Confusion. The mighty Space Chicken says, sing, not sign, effing predictive text. Yes. Ducking productive talks. Shall we? Oh, the things we do. So tonight we are doing the retro game coding, of course. We're making a JRPG, a comedy JRPG using RPG Maker MV. But before that happens, I am going to jump to something else on the screen, which is why I've still got this on the screen. Hachette Partworks Combat Patrol. It's live. It's live. It's finally here. Hachette's Combat Patrol. Let's bring this up a bit. Dun, dun, dun. So, for those of you who are interested, I don't know how many of you are. This is the thing. It looks ridiculous because they've managed... My mouse does not work when it's down on that part of the table, so let's move it further up so we can get in contact. It's a very short signal. There we go. It's a weird thing. Like, take command of it. You've got to highlight the thing to be able to see it. Hachette, what are you doing? So, you get to do all kinds of things. More info. Let's go to the more info page because this is where you get to see the full thing. So, part 1 comes with 2 models, some dice, and a set of board things, which I don't know what they are. But, yeah, $2.99 for 2 models, which is basically 10% of their cost if you buy them from Games Workshop. Then you get free stuff during the thing, which is usual for Partworks. He looks rather cool. He's a Primaris Company champion. I have no idea. I do Thousand Suns. So I'm going to be picking this up, and we're going to be reviewing it each issue, like in a bunch. Like this month in Combat Patrol, it's going to be a monthly thing in War Game Hammer on the other channel. So it's going to be worth having a look for that. I'd suggest you subscribe to War Game Hammer. It's going to be interesting, but the dice, the extra bits, and the fact that some of it explains not just how to play, but gives you slight ways of playing in the various bits and pieces of your model, like little missions from what I can tell, suggests that this is actually going to be more than just getting the models. It's going to be interesting stuff about how to use them. So I'm very interested in that. And as a result, I've subscribed. So yeah, we'll be looking into that, and I think it'll be worth it. So, the only magazine you get every issue is Free 64. At the moment, whoa, that is weird. That is weird. I should not have done that. That's just like Doctor Who howl-arounds. What do you think is better, 16-bit RPG or 32-bit? The bit rate doesn't matter to me. The graphics, the bit rate does not matter one jot. It's always with me, the mechanics and the story. They've got to be both good. If you've got a great story, that's brilliant. If you've got great mechanics, that's brilliant. But I want them both together to make it truly great. So there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, so you and your part works. This is the first part work I've bought in years. The last one I did was also Warhammer 40,000. It was the Black Library one, also from Hachette. But I had to stop it halfway through because I was buying it week on week from W.H. Smith's. And they stopped bringing it in. So I tried to get the rest from Hachette. And they tried to start me from issue 1 of the magazine. But I was on issue 26. I didn't want 26 copies of the same book that I'd already got. So I never got the full thing. Really good books, though. The Horus Heresy in Warhammer 40,000 is fantastic. The only person who had a problem with my... fair enough. So that's something that's going on in the chat. The only magazine you get every issue is of Free 64. At the moment, the only magazine I get every month, because Amtix is now finished, is Crash magazine. And I'm going to be stopping that at the end of my second box of stuff. If I bring this up, can I bring this up? Yeah, yes. You can see just there, Amtix, which is a full one, and these two are Crash magazine binders. When I filled the second binder, that's it for me. Because, unfortunately, it's one of those things. There's only so much time you can have for a magazine, and there's only so much space you can store them in. I don't have any more space. Simple as that. So that's going to be it for me. And as much as I enjoy the magazine, and having a retro magazine that you can hold in your hands like in the old days is superb, but I don't read it as much as I read Amtix and enjoyed Amtix. It's a great magazine. It's just I don't have the same level of love and like in my heart commitment to the Spectrum as I do to the Amstrad. So I'm going to be ending that. And actually that's part of how I'm going to fund this new Combat Patrol magazine. 40 quid a month, because every issue is 10 quid after the first introductory couple, is going to be a bit of a drain. So I'm cancelling the Crash magazine, cancelling my what's the word Game Pass, which I don't use, and that's how I'm funding it. Tomb Raider needs £110 in-ear monitors. It's mandatory. Okay. Oh, I've crashed. Okay, I don't know what just happened there. I appear to have crashed. That was not great. I hope that you guys are still with me. You saw someone trading a lot of manga stuff into CEX. Oh my goodness. Oh, I used to love something. The problem is, like, anime, crack is cheaper. Seriously, it really is. Because anime is expensive. You know, F all about headphones, but I've got a set of Turtle Bay headphones, which are pretty good. I have here... What are my headphones? These are... Onikuma. Onikuma. And it has a little thing on the side. It's like a weird monster. They do light up, but I've never lit them up. Let's try it. Let's see what happens if I light them up, because I've never done it before. But I've got a USB power supply on the side of my TV here. So if I depower my speakers and plug these in, nothing. What if I turn them on? Nothing. Maybe it's not powerful enough. Oh well, I've never looked at it. I've never tried. I don't actually care. Let's just plug this back in. So yeah, you got a pair of noise cancelling headphones. Yeah, it was the manga DVDs came from the Manga Force manga. I haven't seen Manga Force for years. Wow, Game Pass isn't worth it. You're absolutely right. Game Pass used to be worth it because you used to get day one plays of Microsoft's own games, and now you don't. They're stopping that. They're saying you get that if you buy it, and then they come in later. It's like, so what's the point? What's the point in Game Pass? I can play some older games sometimes, or I can go and buy them cheap from CEX for like a $5 instead of the £20 a month that Microsoft's going to put the price up to. Screw that. Seriously, screw it. It goes up to 20 quid. They're going to lose a lot of people. Seriously, they are. Because it's not worth it. 20 quid a month, you can buy a couple of games from CEX and play them. The only thing you can't do is go to online games. But I game in the middle of the night. I'm not talking to people in the middle of the night. I'll wake up Jen when she's asleep. So I don't game with people online. And to be honest with you, most of the time I have the sound off anyway because I'm listening to a podcast while I game. So no use to me now with Xbox Game Pass. Used to love it. Used to be a big advocate for it. I was subscribed for like over a decade for Game Pass. But nah, no way. No way. Cheers. $17.99 a year for Nintendo Online. Not even going for that. I get why people go for it, but I don't like Nintendo's online systems. They turn them off too quickly. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. Right, guys, shall we code some game? I think we should, since we're here. So last time we got up to, I believe it was a thing about the derricks. The dark derricks in the sewers, and we'd set up so that one of them knew about the other, kind of. We had different things about it. So where are we down here? Let's Bottom the Bay, Barmaids Guild. There's the houses. Under Widgetville, that was it. Here we are. Right, so what we've got is we have to get up here and go into the bit over there to talk to the janitor of the sewers. So, how much would you charge to have a look at a PDF of the Batman Part 1 gag sales code? To be honest with you, I wouldn't charge anything because I wouldn't do it. Not because I don't think it's good, but because I just simply do not have time. Right now, I have lots of work coming in. I've got editing work for some companies to do for model railway stuff. I've got editing for Jen's channel, my own channel, because we're trying to do another GameHammer set of reviews. Flashback, The Bouncer, which we're going to finish tonight after we've finished some of the stuff on this. What was the other one? Star Trek Prodigy Supernova, and I can't remember the fourth one. But there was going to be... I'm going to do a batch of 4, and they're going to all go out as Patreon exclusives. Well, timed exclusives. The Patreon people are going to see them like a month early, and then we'll see how we go from there. So I've got a huge amount of stuff going on. The amount of streaming gaming services upping their prices has to be unsustainable, as I'm almost at my financial limit on some things already. They've got to realise folks aren't made of money. Yeah. It's just how it is. Patrick, at the moment, I just can't. But if we pick stuff up during the streams, I'll tell you about it, yeah? And that's as much as I can do at the moment. I just don't have time. I really don't. It's just how it is. So, we've got to do this thing. So, we have a few things, actually, that are an issue. We've got to do the janitor thing. We've got to work out how to get into this area, because this is blocked off until you've done a certain thing. the guy that's in this one here has to be able to speak. No, he's not in that one. That's the staircase. The guy that's in this one has to be able to speak to us about the guy that's in this one, and vice versa. And that's how we have to do it. Sometimes they're aware, sometimes they're not. And at the moment, we need to make sure that they are. And so we've got a lot of work to do tonight. Hello to James Pets. How you doing? You've come in just in time to have missed the bit where we've spent the last 15 minutes talking about Partworks, whether Game Pass is worth it, and other stuff like that. Yeah, the spelling mistakes happen. I wouldn't worry too much, but if you're correcting them as you're going along, that's brilliant as well. And we'll see how we go. Just scratch the back of my arm there. So, let's do this. Where are we up to? First of all, let's do the doorway thing. We might as well, because that's a fairly simple thing, and then we'll get into more complex stuff as we go along. So, what is this? Let's have a look at this. There is nothing in that, because... Oh, that's turned... That's when it's off. That sewer tunnel is... So... 23. Sewer tunnel is open. Right, there you are. Yes. So, we need to sort that out. Sewer tunnel is open. So, right. We can't open this at the moment. There is nothing in this about this. Hello to Mark Holt as well. How you doing? So, let's do this. Definitely disapprove very strongly of renting software. Yeah, Game Pass is just like, I liked it for a long time. I played huge amounts of games on Game Pass. Forza Horizon 4, Forza Horizon 5, wonderful games. 4 is better than all the others. Forza Horizon 3 was pretty good as well, played all that. Loads of stuff, used the cloud gaming to try a fair few games. Played massive amounts of stuff. However, I can't justify the increase in price, especially when I'm going to use half of the money that comes from that I'm paying out right now for Game Pass to buy Combat Patrol magazine on the Partworks and build up my Warhammer stuff for the other channel. It's just, you know. Well, Microsoft love to say that you're only renting the Xbox and software. Yeah, well, I'm not. I bought the Xbox and I buy the software, and that's how it works. Forza is epic. Yeah, I've got Forza Horizon 3. Most of the original Forzas. I think I've got 1, 2, 4, and 7. And they're incredibly cheap if you go down to CEX. I approve of Warhammer over Game Pass. So do I. That's just one of those things. Although I will need to finish Warhammer 40,000 Bolt Gun before I stop Game Pass, because I'm on the final level. I want to finish it. That was it. That's the other one from the GameHammer reviews. Warhammer 40,000 Bolt Gun. That was it. That was the fourth one for the timed exclusives for Patreon. The idea is that every time an extra one goes into the Patreon exclusive list, one comes out onto standard, and that's how I'm going to do it, so that patrons get something first and justifies their thing, you know. Also, patrons over a certain level will now be able to suggest games, 1 game a month for review. That's how it's going to be. Do we know if Forza can be obtained on PC? I think it can, but don't quote me on that, because I don't know for sure. So let's do this. Hang on. While I'm thinking about it, yeah, right. No wonder things are going a bit slow. Chrome was still open. That's why we were going slow. I had Chrome open so I could start the stream, and then I closed the window but didn't close Chrome, which on a Mac you can do. It's ridiculous that you can do that, because it gets in the way. That's just how it is. Right, guys, let's do this. I like Game Pass. For me, as a month costs less than 90 minutes down the pub, and I try lots of games I would never buy. Yeah, if you're using it, it's great. But I'm using it less and less. I game a lot more on my Switch, and I pick up games that I'm interested in on Xbox. from CEX or buy them special. And that's just how it is. So Game Pass has become less and less useful for me because I'm not so much of a browser anymore as I used to be. You're surprised you still get your spanner even though you're not on Patreon. To be honest with you though, a lot of people, when I switched to people that subscribe on Patreon having the moderator status, said, can we donate our moderator status to Patrick? Because he's here all the time, he's donated to the channel a lot, and we think he deserves it. And then I thought, he does deserve it. So, no, you can't donate it. I'm just going to give him it. So that's how it was. So, yeah, you just got it because, like, you know, grandfathered in. Let's put it that way. But yeah, if you're enjoying Game Pass, then by all means keep going with it. I'm not going to tell people how to enjoy things. Right. So, at the moment, we can't do anything with this. So let's do this. Let's try this. This appears to be a large ornate door of some kind. You don't recall donating money to the channel. No, but you did send a lot of games and some computers. And that's what we're on about. Right, let's do this. We're going to have an option of... so show some choices. We can knock. Knock on the door. Try to open the door. Or leave it alone. There we are. Our first spelling mistake of the night. Leave it alone. There, leave. No, not leave. Leave it alone. I can spell. English very good, yes. Choice 3 is the cancel choice. Leave it alone. You decide to leave. You do nothing to the door, and it remains closed. Remains closed. I offer a tip of £5 for Jenny to wind you up with the green finger of doom. Jenny's in bed. She's gone to bed because she has work in the morning. So, haha, it's not going to happen. What the hell did I just do that for? What was that? Oh, we're having a good night tonight, aren't we? Hello to Jamie Smith. How you doing? Let's have a look what we got here. Try to open the door. Okay, let's go for here. New. Show text. You search around for a handle or other means of opening the door. Okay, let's see how this goes. Patrick says, I'm at least 10 years older than most of the people there. I thought you were about to say, here. I was thinking, dude, you're like a year or two older than me. 10 years? How long was I asleep? You search around for a handle or other means of opening the door. There appears to be no standard method. But who told you to clown horn? No speaking in public for 1 week. Haha! Never gonna happen. I go. Hang on. Me speak in public? That requires me to go out in public. You think I leave? You think I have time to leave the house? I spend 23 hours a day here. Oh man, back during lockdown with the quarantine and all that, everyone's saying it's so hard to stay at home all day. I get bored. It's like, dude, nothing's changed here. £5 to never clown horn again. I cannot do that. I get requests for clown horn up the wazoo. I do not get requests to clown horn up someone's wazoo. I will not clown horn up anyone's wazoo. Do not get any ideas, people. No, 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 no. Dual clown horn. I should not. I should not. I should not do that. What do I do with the other hour if it's only 23 hours a day? Sometimes I go to the shop and I buy myself bags of tea and milk. And that's how it happens. That's where I get my stuff. Also, I go and check charity shops for things. It's just how it is. Give me one moment. I didn't find any retro stuff in a charity shop today. But I did find this. Noragami Omnibus. Volumes 1, 2 and 3. I don't know what this is, but I know it's a manga because it opens from the wrong side. And it says Divine Intervention for Sale. Which, that intrigued me straight away. Also, the $16.99 original price intrigued me as well, because that's a frickin' expensive book. Divine Intervention for Sale. Yato is a homeless god. He doesn't even have a shrine, not to mention worshippers. So, to achieve his ambitious goals, he's set up a service to help those in need for a small fee. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Hoping he'll eventually raise enough money to build himself the lavish temple of his dreams. Of course, he can't afford to be picky, so Yato accepts all kinds of jobs, from finding lost kittens, excellent, to helping a student overcome bullies at school. This omnibus edition includes Noragami Volumes 1, 2 and 3. A fun adventure with a colourful and memorable cast of characters in an engrossing modern-day fantasy setting, says Kotaku. So yeah, this sounds pretty good. And since it is a manga, you open it from the back. So you can, usually in these things, if you get the book and you open it like that, it's like, stop, this is the back of the book. It doesn't say that. Oh my goodness, it should. I always like it when they do that. They've put all the adverts in the what would be the front. And then they've got all the stuff explaining what's going on with some of the Japanese stuff, which is quite cool. I approve of finding lost kittens. Absolutely. Yeah. Asbadoofly. Right. Oh, let's just let me tie my hair back, because not being racist, I can't read Japanese books just due to them being backwards. It's not racist to say that, you're not used to it. That's just, we read left to right, front to back, and it can be quite difficult to work out how to read it the other way around. When I first started reading manga back in the 90s, I had trouble, because it was a weird experience trying to read from right to left, back to front. Especially when it's a manga rather than a standard book where you just follow the text across the page or down the page, depending on which printing style they're using. So you go into the comics, and sometimes you can't work out which way the frames of the story were done. Let me see if I can find an example in here, because not all pages are the same. There. This is a great example. Straight to a page. You start with that one, most likely, because it's top right. Then you go down, 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 and then it's that one. But are you absolutely sure that's the way to do it? That's the question I have. Some people would say you are. Well, some people would be wrong. So let me have another look at this. Here's another one. So we've got the big one at the top, so you'd read that. Which one's next? That one, then that one? Or do we go down that? You know, down and down? Probably. But what if it's that one, then that one, instead of that one? Oh, actually, it's the same thing. You know what I'm trying to say? It's difficult at times because of the way that some of these things are done. Okay, here's a better example. First one, second one. Okay, which one's next now? That one, then that one? Or that one, then that one? You've got to learn how to do it, and that's the issue. This other page as well. 2 panels. Then that one? Do you go down, down, and across? Possibly. And then that one, that one, that one? Or do you go top one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one? It's sometimes it's difficult to work out which way to go. And that's all I'm saying with this. You have to learn again. It's basically learning how to read comic language again. And the weirdest thing is some of them are the manga aimed at kids that are the worst for that. Trying to work out which direction things are supposed to be read, because they assume that you're already well versed in this stuff, and once you get into manga, you will be, because you read a lot of it. But I come from the Dandy and Beano. Their style is very, very different. And immediately when I'm looking for 50 golden years, I can't find a freaking example, because there's few cartoons in it. So here we are. Corky the cat. Start there, go across, then down and across, then down and across. That's our standard way of learning. So you learn that comic language is left to right, then down, left to right, and then down, left to right. Very standard stuff. And it keeps going like that. That's how we learn. You learn by building up over time. And the Beano rarely ever changes from that, neither does the Dandy. They rarely deviate from that comic style. But other ones do. Like 2000 AD is a bugger for it, moving their panels around. There was one episode, I think it was Judge Dredd, where one of the panels, or it might have been Sinister Dexter, because they love messing with this stuff. One of the panels was inside another panel. It's like, dude, you can't frickin' do this. That's just confusing. I've been reading comics for years, and that's just frickin' confusing. But here we are. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about here. Here endeth the rant. You hate the changing art style in the Beano. Some of it's not bad. Some of it's not for us because we're older. But some of it's not bad. And it all comes down to artistic preference. You'll either like something or you won't. And it's just how it is. Art is art. This is how it is. Beginning, middle, and end on a cliffhanger. Yes. Beginning, middle, and... Tune in next time for the finale. Right, let's get back into this. So, we're trying to open the door. You search around for a handle or other means of opening the door. There appears to be no standard method, but... hidden at the base of the door is a small hatch. Now we have another option, show choices. Open the hatch. Leave it alone. Here we go. Choice 2 is just leaving it alone. Show text. You carefully pry open the small hatch at the base of the door. A sheet of delicately etched metal slides out. The sheet reads, "Ha ha, made you look." I am just being a prick with this one, I know. Annoyed, you slam the hatch shut again. The sheet of delicately etched metal slides back into the door as you do so. That was just me being a bit of a git. Okay, leave it alone on the hatch. You leave it alone. Goodness knows what could be lurking in there. That was just being a prick, basically, but it's funny. After all. Okay. Okay, if you knock on the door, let's do this. You knock on the door. Once, twice, thrice. Each knock makes an echoing sound that reverberates down the corridor. From somewhere behind the door, a voice cries out. Password. Okay. Here's the thing. We now get some choices. New. However, we need some conditional branches. We need to know what this thing is. Is the switch of know the password? Is that on? If it is, then we do one thing, and if it isn't, we do the other. The password, Tabby Kittens Forever. Okay, we'll put that in. Show text. No, cancel. We need some choices. Open Sesame. Apara. Cadabra. Camera. Rhubarbara. Tabby Kittens Forever. Smelly Buckets Tombola. Or I don't know. Hello Fidel, how you doing? I'm new here. I just seen you on live recommendations. What programming or engine are you using? I'm on recommendations? Who the hell is recommending me? My goodness, that's weird. But hello and welcome. This is RPG Maker MV. It's a program for Windows and Mac as well. And it's really good. It's a lot of fun. So we're making a fun comedy-style JRPG. And we're having a lot of fun with it, to be honest with you. So there we're going to put choice 6 as the cancel choice of I don't know. There we go. Okay. Right, we're now going to copy that into the one where we don't know what the password is. Paste that in here. Tabby Kittens Forever is going to be removed. So let's edit this. Smelly Buckets Tombola can stay. Tabby, are you okay, Jen?
Yeah, anyway.
More information than I needed. I don't know, goes to choice 5. And that's our cancel choice there. There we go. I approve of recommendation. I'm amazed that I'm being recommended. Like, who the hell's recommending? Who's recommending a fat old lass to programming games? But I appreciate it, thank you. There we go. So we got our responses now. Where will we find out the correct response? That's the question, isn't it? So open sesame, show text, respond. You... Hang on. Where's Bumface? There he is. Ah, main character. That's really good. You're doing a great one. Thank you. Thanks. I really appreciate that, and welcome to the show. We are doing abracadabra, aren't we? No, it's open sesame. Open sesame? You're learning Unreal Engine. Nice. It's one I've looked into, but I've never used it myself. It does look rather powerful, though, doesn't it? Wanting to make your own game. You enjoy watching stuff like this. Fantastic. Excellent. Well, I hope you do well with the game. Unreal Engine, my goodness. That is not what I'm familiar with, I have to admit. Right, open sesame. We should look into it sometime. Right, show text from behind the door. The voice says, "What kind of generic fool do you take me for?" That password is so weak, even script kiddies know how to break it. Show text, to which Bumface will say, "Yeah, fair enough." Yeah, fair enough. So we now copy all of that and put it into the one that says open sesame up here. There we go. Next we have abracadabra. What kind of generic fool? A very mid-generic fool. The average kind of generic fool. The best kind of generic fool. No, it wouldn't be the best. It would just be the mid-tier. The mid-tier of average. That's what we're aiming for here. Abracadabra? Oh, cancel, we don't know that. From behind. I'm getting ahead of myself here. From behind the door. No, not a voice, because we already established there's a voice. The voice says, "Are you telling me the password or pulling a rabbit out of your hat?" Of course it's not abracadabra. To which Bumface will say, "Hey, it was worth a try." To which the guy behind the door is going to say, "No, bloody wasn't." Voice says, "No, it bloody wasn't." Now stop wasting my time. Now stop wasting my time. There we go. Camera Rababara. Camera Rhabarbara? From behind the stone door, the voice says, "Was that an answer, or did you just sneeze? I have to ask you, see, because it sounded like you were clearing your nose." What did I just write? Was that an answer? Yes. To which Bumface will say, "Oh, it was an answer." Well, it wasn't a very good one. From behind the stone door, the voice says, "Well, it wasn't a very good one. Now bugger off." How rude. So the cat's gonna say, "How rude." It's ridiculous. I am loving this. It's ridiculous and I love it. Smelly Buckets Tombola. Smelly Buckets Tombola? Your text. From behind the stone door, the voice asks, "Are you just choosing random words from a dictionary? What is this? Some kind of bet? I'm a very busy person, you know." I don't have all day to waste with you. I'm here for the crack, so I am, so to be sure. I should not take the piss, but I'm going to. Which Bumface was going to say? You're busy? Doing what? From behind the stone door, the voice says, "Collating my collection of antique toenail clippings, if you must know." Now leave me alone. There's no reason for this, apart from just being a frickin' weirdo. Okay, let's leave that there. That's Smelly Bucket's Tombola. Did we already do the I don't know? No, we didn't. Sorry, I don't know. From behind the stone door, the voice says, "Then you're not coming in." Fair enough. Okay, so there we go. But here's the thing. If we say the correct thing, I approve of being here for the crack. Yes. Like crack knuckles. There you are. There you are. It's plenty of crack. Oh, what am I like? Tabby kittens forever. Show text. Tabby kittens forever. And then from behind the stone door, a voice. No, not a voice, we've already established that. It's the voice. Says, correct. The door rumbles as it slides into a gap in the wall that you could swear wasn't there a moment ago. Suddenly, the gap is no longer there, and you aren't sure how it could possibly have disappeared. So, well, no, vanished like that. There we go. And finally, we do a quick switch. Control self switch, A is on. Oh. So tunnel's open. That's it. 20. Okay. Actually, let's just remove this. Delete that. Okay. We don't need that. Self switch A on. There we go. And that was that one, wasn't it? Yes. Yes. Oh, we do need it to be both. We do need it to be both. Turn that off. So this needs to be sewer door is open. Yeah, we need that to be that, rather than the other one, because we have to do both instead of just one. That's how it works, yes. So delete the control switch. Control switches. Sewer is open, is on. Okay. And then both will open. There we go. Yeah, we're still in the sewers. It never ends. The sewers never end. It's been 3 frickin' weeks, but we'll get there in the end. Right, we need to put in some indications that there's stuff that needs to be read. So, or something like that. I'm going to mark the... Has anyone out here ever been to the Paris Sewer Museum? Le Musée des Grues de Paris. No. Is that different to the crypt? Oh, they had like the mausoleums and the crypts underground, didn't they? Is that different? I don't know. So we need to find a way of making this work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in some extra scenery stuff. And I need to find how to do that. Basically, I want stuff that's on the wall. That's like a marking, like a scratch or an etch or something that's on the walls. So we're going to have a look at this. The base texture looks a little like grass. I wonder whether we could modify it to make it more brown. Probably, yeah. We could probably do that, yeah. Let's see what we can do. Let's keep going for the moment, though, and see what else is in. I want to try and get some scratches or marks on the wall that would look like graffiti or something. You know? What's this on the wall? That's a spider web. No, we don't want that, because that's not going to fit into this. It's action. It's about actual sewers. Cool. Huh. A boat tour inside the... My goodness, I know that major city sewers can be huge, but I didn't realise it was that much. Wow. Okay, what's this on the wall? Ooh. What's that? Decorative pillar H. Oh, that won't work. And these are bits of decorative pillar. What I'm really looking for is something that I can put, that can look like it's on the wall. Like scratched bits of markings or something. The gift shop sells toy rats. Oh, I love it! I love it! That's brilliant. What's this? That's a part of a decorative pillar as well. Ooh. I really need something that looks like it's going to be carved or marked on the wall. What's this? Ground cracks, soil on ground, moss on ground. That is a poison swamp. Ooh. That's an interesting tech. We could use that somewhere. That would be interesting. Okay, what's this? Relief floor tile, gold ruined. Oh, we could do something with these. No, that would make them be part of the floor, though, wouldn't it? I really want something that'll go on the wall that'll look good. You got to do something with RPG Maker after I finish Batman. It's well worth it, especially if you can get it on sale, because then it becomes incredibly cheap to make games. Once I did a paper on the St. Bartholomew Day massacre, which went toward my history degree. Was that the actual thing or the Doctor Who episode? I had to say it. I know it'll be the actual thing because, yeah. Okay. You got it on heavy discount, yeah. Just a random thought. What about a dream sequence involving mechs? Oh, don't worry. We're going to have all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, we'll probably have a mech dream sequence at some point. That would be fun. Right, let's see what can I put on the wall that'll be interesting? What's that? Dry flowers. Interesting. Ah, haha. What have we got here? We've got maps. No reason why some of these couldn't be on the walls. Yes. This could do it. Right, okay. So we've got some options. Let's put this one here. What is the... Oh my goodness, what's the password again? Tabby Kittens Forever. Is that it? Let me quickly go into this. Tabby Kittens Forever, that was it, yes. Okay. So, on this wall, we're going to have something on the wall. Right. Password. Clue 1. Trigger button will be... no, action, yes. And same as characters. So now we're going to go into this. Oh, we can have all kinds... We don't need it to be on the wall. Yeah, we could have tileset D, though. Right, what's other? Interesting, we could have all kinds on the wall. Password equals I am a numpty and I wear a numpty's hat. Do not clip that. Let's see what we got. We can have all kinds. We've got weird stuff. What can we have? Yeah. So we're going to go with tile set D and a scrap piece of paper. This appears to be part of a larger piece of scrap paper. The rest of the paper has long since either decayed or been torn off. With a superimposed CGI hat. Wait, did you say don't clip that? The remains of the paper. The remains of a word can be of a faded, let's do this correctly, faded message can be. The remains of a faded message seems to say there we go. Biki. That's all it says. There we go. Let's all clip it. Oh, Cover Monkey said, do clip that. Let's all clip. Yeah. Right, let's do this. So. We're going to control switches. Right, I'm going to do this as password part 1. No, this is password part 2. Copy all of that. Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, and part 5. There's only going to be 5 parts. It's going to be one of those where it looks like you've got the whole thing, but you haven't. You've got part 2. Okay, it's on. There we go. Then a new one of conditional branch. If password part 1, okay, is on, else. And then control branch if password part 2 is on, else. And conditional branch if password part 3 is on, else. Password part 3. Why am I doing... No, this is wrong. Cancel, cancel, cancel. This is getting too many things in else. Right. So we've turned on password part 2. Conditional branch if password part 1 is on. Okay. And conditional branch password part 2 is on. And conditional branch password part 3 is on. And password part 4 is on. And password part 5 is on. then control switch saying know the password turns on. Okay, and that's going to be the same for all of them, every single one, all of the switches. These are essentially switches, but what we're actually doing is password. I also want to do a Battlestar Galactica game on shoot 'em up construction game. That sounds good. Right, here's the next one. This is going to be password part 1. Edit. Part 1. Okay. Edit this. Says all this turning on is getting me turned on. Tab. That's all we're going to get from that one. Now password part 1 is on and password part 2 are on. We're going to find the next one here. Edit. Kit ver, and that's going to be part 3. Okay. Here we go. This is part 4. Part 4 is on cancel. Part 4 is going to be on. Okay, and edit this. This one just says kittens. And final one, 5. This is going to give us a reason to be looking around all of this place, you see. And this one is part 5. Edit this. There we go. Okay. Did you tell us Batman was going to beat you up yesterday for trying to sell Wingman? That could work as a function of profession and upgrades, etc. Maybe. I have no clue how that system works. I'm not sure what we're talking about with that bit. Sorry. I think I've missed a part of that while I was working on the Tabby Kittens Forever password thing. So now that's all in there, and we've got the whole thing working, which is nice. I'm really happy with that. So you can find the password in bits, and then once it's all working, you'll get it all together, which is exactly what we want. So there we go. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Tabby Kittens Forever. Save this. Let's make sure we save, because we've been going a while now. So I'm going to, at this point, have a quick break, guys, because I'm going to go make a cup of tea. Actually, I might make a cup of Horlicks, because I'm an old lady, you know. Grandma's got to have her Horlicks. So I'll be back in a moment, guys. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and then we'll come back and we'll add extra bits, because now we've worked out how to get into that place. Back soon. Welcome back. What the hell is going on? Do you approve of your part in Batman? I get to marry Catwoman and enjoy cute tabby kittens. What's not to like? Somebody called Kit played Catwoman. Was this sponsored by Kit Kats? Oh, Eartha Kitt, yeah. Yeah, there's been a number of Catwomen. You could almost do a multiverse crossover if some of them are still around. So tonight's beverage of choice is now in a friend's mug about Phoebe, Princess Consuela Banana Hammock. Hello, my name is Regina Phalange and all that. She did love that weird name, Regina Phalange. Now, tonight's beverage of choice is Horlicks, which Jen thinks has a smell of how can I put this? Gone off McDonald's. I don't think it does. I think it smells like biscuits. It's very nice. She was considered public enemy #1 in the USA for a while. What, Catwoman? My goodness. Right, guys. Michelle Pfeiffer was. Ah, fair enough. Right, so I just realised I haven't explained why I did this bit. If password, all of them. It's reasonably obvious. It's a check if all of the password parts are turned on. If they are, then you know your password. And that's all it's for. And we're doing it on every single one of them because we don't know what order people are going to find them in when they play the game. So it's on all of them, just checking. Once all of them like tick, 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 you know the password. Eartha Kitt for supporting Vietnam during the... Oh my goodness, yeah. I'm sorry guys, but if your country is at war and you support the enemy, you're going to be seen as a bad person by your country. It's just, that's how these things work. If your country's fighting someone and you side with the people that they're fighting, whether you're right or not, whether you think you're completely justified or not, you are going to be seen in a less favourable light by the people back home. That's just how it is. Right. Very nice there. Right. So, the other question that we had was from James. Can we make the ground seem less like it's grass? I think we can. But the question is how? Because we want something like dank sewer stuff, don't we? What's this? Grass maze. Oh, that's our wall. We want dirt floor, don't we? Let's have a look around what we got. Dark ground for a rock cave. Dark rock ground would work, yeah. Okay, let's try dark ground C for rock cave. That could probably work. Right, this is right at the top. So turns out, and let's have a look and see what happens if I turn it like this. Does that look better? I'm not sure. I'm not convinced that that's quite right. What could we use? This is the question. The ground needs to look damp, yeah. I'm not sure we've got a damp ground look. Grass maze, no. We really need it to look smelly and horrible, don't we? Hole in a grass maze. What else we got? What's this? This kind of works. Demonic world. That looks more like a nice cave, doesn't it? Yeah. It needs to look swampier. Let's have a look. That's an interesting one. Ooh. Almost. Interior floor of a demonic castle. Can we make a texture? We might have to start making textures soon, yeah. We are kind of running out of what we need. What's this? Demonic World Ruins Ground, or Ruined Grass Maze. Not a lot that we can use here, to be honest with you. There's not a huge amount. That looks like a nice meadow. It's demonic ruins! How about this, if we use this one? That kind of looks... The purple one, there's a big delay. Yeah. How about that? Kind of works. Actually, I kind of like that. If we go with this, it might be alright. Give me a second, let's try and... I'm just going. There is a big delay, I know. Go draw all this in. That looks horrible. No, we can't do that. We can use it as a highlight, I suppose. What's this one? Inside floor for a demon castle. That looks... Would it be possible to make some copyright safe martial arts trained adolescent reptiles? This kind of works better. Trained adolescent reptiles. We might be able to, yeah. This one's better, I think, but not by much. How's this? Across there. It's better, but it's not 100%, is it? Not by a long way. Oh. With the occasional bit of this here and there. Okay, now we're starting to make it look more interesting. That looks like a carpet from a cinema. Oh my goodness! Yes, it does. Yes, it really does. Oh, it really frickin' does. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. Oh my goodness. What's this? A lava cave. We're going to have to make a new one, aren't we? Right, we're going to have to make one. Okay, so let's do that. Let's make our own. Our first thing. Right, drop that. We're going in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going in. I can't remember where this is saved. I have a kind of idea, but not very much. Yeah, this is it. GameHammer Quest. That's the one. So, tile sets. Let's go into here. Right. Okay, that's... Are we using dungeon tile sets? Is that what we're using here? What tile set is this? Edit this. This is dungeon. Okay. That's what we need. Dungeon A. This is the one with back up the top. Dungeon A1. What's this say for text? Ooh. Okay. Let's do this. No. Dungeon. Use the green texture and change colours in GIMP. I don't have GIMP. We're going to be using Photoshop. No, we're not going to be using Photoshop because it's not on the PC. We're going to be using Microsoft Paint. So copy these. Yeah, copy. And this will be A6. Paste them here. Right. Dungeon. No, I don't. Oh, for goodness sake, don't open it. Rename. Dungeon A6. And rename. Dungeon A6. I'll copy them into here. There we are. Now we're going to be dealing with this. So, if I go into Dungeon A6 and where's my open? Edit with, no, I don't want to use Paint 3D. Open it. Right, so these are the textures that we've got right now. And none of them are really what I want, are they? But the bottom right one is interesting. Because it's kind of it, isn't it? It's kind of what we want, but not really. So this might not have been the one we wanted. So we might actually just delete those, shove them into trash. Let's go back to dungeon. Is it? Let's have a look at all of them. A2. A2 is the one. This is the one. This is what we need. So, yeah, make the sewer green one brown. So we're looking at this basically. These this set here. This is what we're looking for. I like that. What's that? I don't remember seeing that one. We could have had some fun with that. Right, we're going to do that. Okay, let's do this. So A2 is the one we need. Copy these. Copy and paste. So A2 will become the new A6. And same with the dungeon thing. Renaming that. Will become A6. And then copy these back into here. So they're down here now. A6. They both say A6, don't they? They do. Right, yes. Okay, this is what we need. So we're going to open this one. Yep, that's what we need. Okay, doof, doof. Let's do this. So open this in Paint. You need a new app to open this MS Paint link. What? Great. Okay, right. I shouldn't, because I've got Paint on here, haven't I? Paint 3D. Does this not open? Does this thing not open PNG? Seriously, am I going to have problems here because we don't have PNG? My games, I think that's where it is. No, where's this thing saving all this stuff? Okay, faces, SV actors, tile sets. This is one, tile sets. Dungeon A6. It'll be right down the bottom, won't it? It can open it. Dungeon A6. There it is. Why did that not work? Why did that not work before? That was weird. Oh my goodness. Right, let's do this. So, what have we got? Let's see. What can we do? Right, this is what we want. I'm just going to faff about with a colour overlay, to be honest with you. Let's see. Menu. Nope, that's not what I want. Go back. This is not the greatest thing ever. This 2D shapes, 3D shapes, stickers, text, brushes. Right, opacity. I'm going to turn it right down. Increase the thickness and go over with a brown, like a deep brown, which is actually, funnily enough, brown does not exist. If you notice on the colour wheel, it's orange. a dark orange that is closer to yellow is brown on the colour wheel. Ridiculous. Right, let's do this. Kind of works. And because I haven't taken my finger off, it's going to paint it all in one go. So there's our first layer of brown. Brown is dark orange in the same way that pink is like red. Yeah. But here's the weirdest thing. The colour wheel has magenta in it. Magenta does not exist in real life. Magenta is where the blue and red cones in your eyes have both been hit with 100%. Should not be able to do that, but it does. And your brain goes, what the hell is that? That can't be real. That's not natural. So it shows a magenta. It's basically the colour not found colour in your brain. Now we're going to go for a more greenish brown this time. So let's go for like that. Yeah. We're going to go over it again. and see how this goes. That kind of works, but not as much as I would want. Control Z. Let's get rid of that, because that's not what I wanted. So, let's see, what can we do? Matte. Oh. Ooh. We have options. Matte, gloss, dull metal, or polished metal. I'm going to go for a gloss. Let's see how that... Ooh. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That is... yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. And now, as your final thing, go back to gloss. Go back to green. And we're going in. Can I zoom? Yes, I can. Can I zoom it? Yes, I can. I'm going to. Go on, then. Right, here's the one we want. This is it. We're now going in with slightly less thick. Let's pick out some... Oh, for goodness sake. We're going in with slightly more thick. Opacity real low. No, it doesn't work. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I was going to try and highlight certain bits, but it's not going to work. There we go. So that is... It's not great, but it does look quite shitty, doesn't it? So there we go. We're going to leave it like that. Control and zoom in doesn't work. Whoa! So let's see if I can draw this block. I will make proper stuff at another time, but for now we're doing this. 2D shapes, square. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen, no. Go back to the brushes. Going back in. Since it doesn't matter whether we go over the other ones because we're not going to use them, I'm going to make it like this. Just pick bits out. That has not worked at all. That's not what I needed to do. So let's go back to opacity, real low opacity. Pick it out a little bit so that's slightly greener in bits. Yeah. And then a few more bits here and there. It's got kind of liney highlights, you see. Does that work? No. Get rid of that. Yeah. We're just going to leave it like that and save this if we can. That'll do for the moment. We will make proper things later. Go back to this. Tools. Resource manager. Tile sets. We have A6. Yes. Preview that. Yeah, there's our stuff. A6. Make sure they're in. Import. Oh, they're already there. Cancel. And close. Does that mean that they're on our list? They've not been added. So perhaps we need to jump to Barmaid's Guild, then come back to Under Widgetville where we get to get this reloaded. Don't see it. I do not see it. Okay, we're going to save and close this. And then we're going to come back in. Where's RPG Maker? There it is. See if this works. I'd like to think it will. So. Not there. That's a shame. I thought it would work. And our new stuff is not there. It's not on B, it's not on C, it's not on D. I don't see it. You've broken... Your Kindle broke? That's a shame. Kindles are really useful. Tablet PCs. I never thought I'd need a tablet PC, and then I got a Kindle. It's like, where have you been all my life? So for the moment, I'm just going to put this back with the colours that we had. Do you need to go through the import? That's what I thought, but if I go to the Resource Manager and go to Tiles, Tile Sets, and then Import, they're already there from what I can see. So let's go back to Dungeon A6 and just open those. So there they are. They're already in there. Right, close that. They're not here. They haven't been added. I genuinely don't get what's going on there. Oh, we didn't check what Dungeon A6.txt actually says. Maybe that's it. And that's all it's... So it's just the names. Right, okay. It just gives it names. Doesn't say how you use it. So it's not that either. Am I looking in the right collection? But I just imported them. So even if I wasn't in the correct collection, it should be there, you know? Because I've imported it. And it's not on this list. Save that. Jump to... Oh, there's the overworld. And go back to Under Witcherville. No change to this. So, we'll work it out later. For the moment, I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to put this back as grass. Even though it really shouldn't be grass, should it? Actually, what's this? Canal. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. I like that. Putting that in as a... Instead of just open water as a canal, that makes it look interesting. I like that. Okay. Waterfall. Waterfall. I rarely know what's going on. Grass in sewer, cinema carpet in sewer, flower meadow in sewer. I know, it just doesn't look right. I agree. Dark ground. That's what we're using for the walls. Dark ground. We can't use the wall stuff because it will literally have us walking on top of the walls. So we have to use something else. I suppose we could just have like tiles. Maybe tiles is for the best. You know? Big cobblestone tiles in the sewer. Does that look... This doesn't look like a sewer at all, does it? It looks like some... Oh, we need something that looks crap. What about cobblestones? Oh, no, these are all cobblestones, okay. I want something that looks like it would be in a sewer, you know? But we haven't got anything like that, so I'm going to go with that for the moment. What's this here? Wire mesh. Wire mesh is an odd choice. No, that looks terrible. Oh dear, this is frustrating, shall we say. Cobblestones. Different kinds of cobblestones. Oh, that looks terrible. That looks like a bathroom. Really, all I want is a way to make sure that we don't we don't have something that looks like the streets. I don't want the street look. Rock cave. I suppose rock cave will work for now. That kind of works, but not really. What about this? Lava cave ground. That's what we were using before, isn't it? At least it looks less pleasant. That kind of works. Okay, this kind of works. There we go. Responsible online forum. All resource specifications are listed in the help file. Just press and check them. Yeah, it doesn't work though. It's not really helping. So we'll leave it as it is for the moment. This is kind of working. I kind of like this. Right, what's this? Lava cave stairs. So we can have things that look like they're going up and down. Okay, I kind of like that. There's some stairs in the lava cave. Ooh, I like that. That makes it look like some of this is less level than you'd have thought. Okay, I like that. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. I actually kind of like this, the way it's working out. Yeah. So now we've got stairs here and there. And we can make this work. We can make this work. This'll be nice. It's given a bit more character. I do appreciate the extra character. Definitely nice. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing okay with this. And everything is just appearing on top of the ground we'd already coloured, because we've used various things, like so the treasure chest, the globe things, they're all here, and it just works. I like that. I like that a lot. So it'll take us a while to colour this in, and then we get to move on. For the moment, we're going to use it like this. I don't think it's the best. We will come back and redo all the tiles anyway to make sure this works out for what we want, because at the moment we're using the generic tiles from the base software, which is not my intention to have it as the final product. I want it all to be in my art style rather than someone else's. But until I can have time to draw them all in one big go, we're going to go with what we've got at the moment. This is going to be the problem area. We may have to, yeah, we're going to have to redo everything that's in here, which is not great, but you know, these things happen, so let's do this. Thanks for the link. Right, we're going to redo all of this. Let me see, all of that bit there. So, let's do this now. We just got rid of pretty much everything that was in here that made it interesting, but we can work on that. Is that where it was? Oh no, I can't remember where it was. We have a problem. We have a problem. I can't remember where the chair was. Was it here? Or was he actually sat in it? I think he was sat in it, wasn't he? Yeah, I think he was sat in it. Okay. And then there was a table with a letter on top. Why did I do this? And there was a letter on top of the table. Where's the letter? There it is. There we are. Why am I singing Baker Street? Oh my goodness. The things that go through my head while I'm making generic weird stuff for these games. There we are. We had a weird thing growing in the corner. There we are. Okay. So I'm going to save there and make sure this is correct by putting our player character here. Set starting position for the player, and then make sure that this guy walks around the correct area now. Hopefully you will. Okay, he can't get off the chair. So the chair is in the incorrect. The chair is in the wrong place. Okay, so now we know. Okay, let's do this. Right, let's see this work. Ow. Yep, he can now walk. Okay. So he's going to have a look at the stuff. Lava in the sewer. What do people in this world eat? It doesn't necessarily look like lava. It just looks red. So he's back to the starting position, and then he goes round again. So he's now working properly, which is what we want. And he's going to do it all again, and it seems to be working. I really like the Tasteaholics. I've grown old. This is ridiculous. And there he goes back to the right place. Okay, so we've managed to... Wow, that's loud. We've managed to make this work, which is good. Now we go back to sorting this all, the rest of this all out. We've got to make this work, see. Otherwise we've messed everything up, and that's not... Oops! And that's not necessarily a good thing. Now let's draw all of this in. I do like, however, that we can put stairs in to make it look cool and different. So, bits of this on... My Tasteaholics have grown old. Short. Yeah. That looks good. Thank you! NPC. 2 tools around. Yes. So now we've got stairs. So things are at different levels, you see. Which I think is pretty cool. And it just gives this idea that the place isn't flat, even though all I'm doing is putting a staircase texture in here and there. I like the way this is coming together. I like it a lot. Right, let's do this. Find a few bits around this area. Right, how's this looking? How do we zoom in and out? Oh, there it is. We've got the majority of the sewer done, so we haven't got long to finish this now. Let's finish this. We haven't got to spend too much longer. Then we'll add in a few more stairs here and there for extra texturing and world building, and it'll be fine. Ah, okay. Right. So 2 tables and a weird plant thing. Tables. Table. Mushroom. Come on, bud. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Have some stairs going the other way. I don't know if I can. We'll look into it and see what I can do. Mushroom, mushroom, snake. Ooh, it's a snake. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Oh dear, I have far too much fun on this show. Far too much fun on the show, oh yes, yes I really do. Is there such a thing as too much fun? Yes, there definitely is. Nope, that's not right. Right, now we need the other bookshelf. There is another. Yes, there is. This is the one. There we go. That looks good. Right, that one starts in the chair. How do they start in the chair? I don't get that. I don't understand how we did that. But start in the chair, they say they will, so start in the chair they must. Where is the chair? It's on this big one here. Let's see how this works. Set the starting position of the player. And then finish the ground off. Just to make it all done for this bit. Let's see how it goes. Save, yes. We'll put the scenery things on the sides of the door back in a sec. And they managed to get off the chair. I don't get what was going on with the other one. Oh, because he goes left. He starts by going left, not down. That's why. Yes, I get it now. And he can't go left because the arms of the chair are a barrier, essentially. That's how it worked, yes. So it goes straight there. And then back into the chair. Yeah, the arms of the chair were the barrier. That's why it didn't work. Really do like that. So that's working. Everything's fine there. Just need to finish this off. A few more. Right, can we... There aren't any other things that go up and down. That's a shame. All we've got are these ones. So it's not really the same, is it? But you know, we've got what we have. We work with what we have, and that's just how it is. And that's the way it is. Ba ba da da ba 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 ba. Oh dear, I do like singing random bits of songs and seeing if anyone can remember what they are. 'Cause it's like that, and that's the way it is. And that's the way it is. There we go. Right, I'm going over to here. Colour that bit, grab that bit, sniff that bit. Shimmy across that bit. Twiddle with that, and these and the other bits. There we go. All the stuff is there. Beep 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 dee 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 dee. Da 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 da. Oh, oh! No, something just disappeared. What is that? What is this here? You guys can't see it, so let me move this. Bones. We're losing the bones from the original background texture. Right, that's okay, as long as I know what they are, because they're not something that's necessary 100% for the game itself. So there we go. However, we're not going to have sewer in this next bit, because behind the door is going to be different. There we are. Behind the door is different. There we go. Because it's like that, and that's the way it is. I think we've done the whole thing now. Yes, yes we have. Alright, so let's put in some extra bits here and there. Yeah. Right. Only one quick issue that we've got now. We're almost done with this. Some of these don't have tops. And they should. Simple as that. Some of these areas should have had tops on the walls. There we go. Is this the water? Is that what that is? Yeah, that is it. Okay. There we go. There we are. So that's that. Now we've got proper water going through proper areas. The proof of being behind the door being different. Yeah, it works out nicely. It looks better. Definitely looks better. So, right, there we are. Okay. So there we are. Right, it's 10 o'clock. So I'm going to save that. Oh, I've hurt my neck. Ooh. We've hardly done... Is this coding code for something? Is all this coding code for... It's code for a game. We're coding a game. So we've managed to get the doorway done. Nothing else. So, to be honest with you, given that we are nearly at the end, I think that's where we'll leave it for now. So I'll put the player character... Actually, we'll leave the player character where they are. This all comes together. We're going to have to deal with the Durek situation next week, because the game still needs saving from the Dark Dureks. But for the moment, I'm just going to add a little bit more world building, essentially, by letting this sewer go down here, so you can see it from where we were. Now it becomes like an underground river or something. There we are. No reason, it just makes it look interesting, you know, while we're down in the sewers. There we are, and down here. I think that looks more interesting than just leaving it black, you see. And then it goes off that way. Just to make it more interesting. My philosophy is that doorways are doors to ways. Think about that. Really think about it. There we are. Doors to ways. Frickin' hell, man. It's good to see you, though, Captain Dowd. We're going to finish by drawing some squares, just to make this finished off as a location, so that we don't have black bits on the sides, you know? It's all fully textured in. It makes it look finished. Makes it look weird, but it makes it look finished as well. Right. There we are. Ah, that kind of works. Right. There we are. There we go. Walking down the street with our giant shoes on our giant feet. Hey, hey, we're the clowns, and we're gonna clown around. Would you like to smell my flower? Found it on the ground. There we go. Right. I think that's all we need for the moment. kind of works, I think. Yeah, it kind of works. So we've got a set of barriers. We've got an area that is completely devoid of anything else, and that is exactly what we need. And a bit more texturing there. There we're done. Excuse me. So we'll come back next time and work on the Derek situation, sort those guys out, because they're all frickin' weird, but we'll see how it goes. So for the moment, we've got a reasonably working system, an entire area that looks interesting and actually tells a story. Like, instead of just being... Oh, there's blank at the bottom. Instead of just being blank on the sides, we've now got a river that seems to go through this area, which is nice. The well doesn't seem to be connected to it, so we'll... Oh no, it is. It's there. It's connected via there. So that's how they're getting the water in there, and that's how it works. Yes, that's how it works. Can we move this one more up? Yeah, I like that because it tells a story about how the water's coming in, which is good. So this town is getting it from the river via that bit there, which we can't really see, but which is indicated and kind of suggested. I like that. Let's finish this bit off down here. And now we've got an area proper. We'll sort out the Derek situation and we'll see how we go from there. But for the moment, that's looking pretty snazzy. I like it. There's one more bit that I need to do though, because I've just realised you guys can't really see it, but there, that needed to be sorted. Okay, right. Next time we're going to deal with the proper Derek situation and make sure that these Dereks get what for, because they're all a menace to society. No, that doesn't need to be there. No, leave it there. And we'll have the guy that's sending the messages. We'll have the call and response for both that one and that one there, so that they, regardless of which way around you meet them and talk to them, both of them can have different responses from Bumface and from the Dereks regarding having met the other one and which one's legit, and then we get the whole, no, they're not the real Dereks, I'm the real Dereks, and they're just like splitter Dereks, they're wannabe Dereks and all of that. That's what's going to be happening. You asked an AI chatbot to describe a bureaucracy of a world entirely run by cute kittens, and it decided to call the government officials bureaucrats. Okay, AI is getting scary because it's making puns. It understands puns. That's actually quite advanced, because kids don't understand puns at first. They learn it through context over time, rather than just having that information straight off. So the fact that AI is starting to learn this stuff is unnerving, to say the least. Bureaucrats, frickin' hell, man. Oh, that is actually quite scary at times. Right, we're going to leave it there for the moment, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It's going to be fun once this is done, but we need another week or so of just hard and fast coding of the discussions, the various sides, and the third person, and he needs 3 different functions, basically. He needs a response if you've not met the Dereks, if you've met one of the Dereks, or if you've met both of the Dereks. And we'll have to go from there. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a great evening. Take care. Happy gaming. Good game coding. Bye for now. Bye.